Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be filming a thoughts on films video and this is going to be 31 to 35. I actually have no idea. I don't know, you guys will know from the title. But I'm actually going to be filming two thoughts on films videos today and hopefully uploading them both today. So I'm going to be uploading this one first, which will be a batch of 5, and then my next thoughts on films one will be a batch of 10. Because I've watched quite a lot of films and I just kind of felt like I was really behind on these videos. And I already thought I'd filmed this batch, and then I thought I just kind of had 10 to do. And I was like, hold on, but I've got like way more. So that's what we're going to go with. And I actually have 4 here because one was a Netflix film. So let's just get straight into it. So the first one I have is a Disney classic, and it is Oliver and Company. This is classic number 27. I was like, where does it say? Because they got rid of the little orange, no not orange, like little yellow circles, and they just put like a plain. I miss those little orange circles. I had them all lined up. They are perfect, and then they changed it. Anyway, Oliver and Company is a film that I absolutely loved when I was growing up. I always thought the beginning was so sad. I was always heartbroken for Oliver. And I just absolutely loved the music in this. I still do. I think the music's up there with some of my favourites. I really love it. I love the characters. I just think it's a cute, nice, fun little film with some kind of sad, dark bits. But I feel like a lot of people didn't like this one. I don't really know why. I actually liked it. I know it's kind of based off Oliver, and when I was younger I didn't get that. I think because, you know, it's set in New York, and I don't know, I just didn't connect. I didn't put the 2 and 2 together, and now rewatching it, it's obviously really obvious. But I still feel like I can kind of disconnect between the 2 in some ways. Maybe that's just because I grew up watching this a bunch. But this was my first time watching it on Blu-ray. I hadn't watched it on Blu-ray since I picked it up, and it just looked fantastic. I gave it 5 stars because I love this. And yeah, I've seen people really rate down this movie, but for me, like I say, I grew up with it. It's very nostalgic, very classic to me. I love all the songs, I love the characters, and I think it's a great Disney story. So I'm really happy to finally watch it on Blu-ray, and I'll be continuing to watch this one for many years, I'm sure. I love all the Disney classics, but this is one that I think is very underrated but really stands out. I feel like it'd be my top 10 Disney classics. Like, I really do like this one a lot. So yeah, Oliver and Company. If you haven't seen Oliver and Company, because I know there's still some people out there who haven't even seen this one, I would recommend you check it out. I think it's, I'm not sure if you watch it for the first time now, whether it's, you get the same impact, I really don't know, but I'd really recommend it. So yeah, Oliver and Company. The next one that I watched was one that was on my shelf number shelf 4, and it's a movie that I had already seen, so it's a rewatch again, and that was a rewatch as well, of course. And this was Bedtime Stories, which has Adam Sandler in, and Russell Brand. Actually, I used to really like Russell Brand, and again, I know a lot of people don't like him. Okay, so this was on my shelf, and I would have kept, oh, also Monica from Friends is in this one, which is awesome. I would have kept this one, I would say, if I hadn't have rewatched it. And now I gave it 2.5 stars, or 2 stars. It just really wasn't a very good film. I wish, the concept seems interesting, and I thought when I was younger I thought it was okay, but I still never loved it, I just thought it was okay. Basically it's about this man who reads, like, not reads, but like he just tells stories to his niece and nephew, and then he finds out that the stories are kind of coming true in some way. And it's kind of the fun about him trying to manipulate with that to get a better position at his job, and it's just overall a little bit boring. And the stories that he tells, they have their own like scene. Does that make sense? So they go into a whole scene of that, and I really didn't like the scenes that were supposed to be the story. That really annoyed me. I definitely preferred it all in the real world. I thought that the kids were pretty cute. The 2 little kids in this, they were kind of sweet. But really, this didn't really have many redeeming qualities. I did like that Monica, whose real name I've forgotten, from Friends was in this. That made me happy. I was like, oh yeah, there's Monica, but that was really all there was, because I'd forgotten that she was in this. But yes, this is a pretty disappointing one, and I don't think I'll be watching this one again in the future, but I'll talk more about that in my what got watched on my shelf thing. We'll be coming up very soon. So yeah, that's that one. The next one that I watched was on Netflix, and it's a Netflix original, which is really exciting because I do like Netflix films, and I do like their original stuff, more so their TV shows than their films, but still. And it is Death Note. So I hadn't seen the anime series that this film was based upon, or read any of the manga or just the anime books. I hadn't like read any of that or know anything about it, so I just thought, well, you know, I'm going to give this film a watch. It looked interesting. A lot of people were talking about it at the time I watched it. This was kind of a while ago, like a month ago now, if not a little bit more. I thought I'd already filmed this video, and it just wasn't great. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with it, and the end was kind of here or there. Obviously, if you know the story of Death Note, it's about this boy who gets this book, and if you write someone's name in it, if he writes a name down and like how they die, then they die. Like, it comes true. He can like give out deaths. And I liked the idea of it. I definitely did. So obviously this isn't from this film. The idea is obviously from the anime, which I may at one point watch because I did like the idea. I did like the whole thing about it, and that was kind of what I liked best. I didn't like his girlfriend in this film. I thought that she was very frustrating. I thought it was just okay. I don't really have a massive amount to say about it because I didn't really get much out of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just thought it was okay, and I was a little bit disappointed really. I mean, I know a lot of people have been disappointed because they've seen the anime and this obviously didn't compare, but that really didn't happen. I thought maybe I would really like it because I hadn't seen the anime, so I didn't have anything to compare it to, but I still overall just thought it was okay. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on Death Note in the comments below because I'm sure a lot of people have seen that one. The next one I watched was also on shelf 4, but it's one I hadn't seen, and that is A Simple Twist of Fate with Steve Martin. This was a cute little film. I thought it was going to go a different way than it did. And basically it's about this man who lives on his own, and he ends up, kind of ends up with this baby on his doorstep type of thing. And then he has to like look after her and raise her, and he calls her Matilda, which I thought was really cute. And I really liked his father-daughter relationship with her. I thought that was really, really sweet. And then it kind of takes a turn, which I don't want to spoil, because I think it's a nice, relaxing, fun family film. I give this one 3.5 stars. I really like Steve Martin. He was great in this, and I thought the kid was very good. But I think that the route that it took is not really one of my favourites. Like, I've seen it done in other films, and I always think, okay, like, I kind of wish it would have taken a different path and just been, you know, I can't really say much without spoiling. I just wish it would have just gone a different way and explored some other things. And also, there's a part at the beginning which the whole film was like thinking, well, it made me think something was going to happen that didn't. Like, I was like overthinking it, I guess, and something happened in the beginning of the film which I thought was going to be really important and lead to something later in the film, and it kind of didn't. So I was like, oh, okay, so I kind of felt like that was maybe a bit of a missed opportunity, but you know, it was a cute film. The end was a little bit cheesy. Like, it did get cheesy, but you know, it is a kind of a family film. I probably would watch it again. I thought there was some cute scenes, but it's definitely not one that I'd watch over and over and over and over. It was just kind of a fun, okay one. So yeah, The Simple Twist of Fate. And the final one was the best one that I watched, but again it was a rewatch, so 3 rewatches in this pile. It's The Parent Trap. The Parent Trap's one of my favourite movies ever. It would be in my top 10 films of all time. I grew up watching this and I absolutely loved it. I remember when somebody first told me that Lindsay Lohan wasn't a twin, like, you know, when she was still really young, and I hadn't really seen her in much else, and someone told me these two aren't twins, it's one person. I was completely heartbroken. I was like, what? How? And I was so sad. But yeah, I love this film. I've always loved this film. I love the end. I love it all. I know all the words, which me and Josh watched this film together. He'd seen it before as well, but I told him, like, I know all the words. I find it really hard not to like say certain lines, and it's a struggle. I do feel like maybe that takes away from my enjoyment a little bit, because I find it really hard not to recite the film. I don't know if anyone else has a film where they just know it so well. You're always one line ahead in your mind. I don't know. But I still love this. It's 5 stars, like I say. I love the characters. I love the families. I think it's funny. I think it's sweet. I love the end, as I've said. I really love this film. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Parent Trap, you must watch it. I've never seen the original, because at this point I thought, well, I don't think I could, I don't think I like it that much because of how much I love this one. I also love the music in this film. I've always thought it was really fantastic, and yeah, it's just a great film. I love when Lindsay Lohan was younger and was doing these type of Disney films, and plus I miss these Disney family live action films that were really great. Like, this is a really great film. I just think that it's fantastic, and I'm so happy I've rewatched it because I've been meaning to rewatch this one for a while. I hadn't watched it. I don't think I even saw it last year. Like, I would like to watch it once a year because I really did love it that much. But yeah, so those are the films that I watched. My favourite being The Parent Trap, second favourite being Oliver and Company, next favourite being A Simple Twist of Fate, and then obviously Death Note, and then Bedtime Stories being my least favourite of this bunch. But please let me know down in the comments below if you've seen any of these films or if you have any thoughts on them, and if you enjoy these thoughts on films videos, thumbs up, and make sure to check out the next video, which will be of a batch of 10 films. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!